This is Jioge, and we're here with Toothless for another episode of How to Train Your Dragon. Nah, just kidding. We're here for Pixelmon. This is just a Salamence I renamed Toothless, which is pretty sweet. It's I was actually watching How to Train Your Dragon as I caught the Salamence, so it was a perfect naming opportunity, and I took it. Let's get back to normal viewing mode. Hop on the Salamence, and I want to show you some awesome progress we've made on the server. Starting off with my gym. Now, if you look at it, it definitely does not look like a cloud. That's my end goal, is to make it look like a cloud. But right now, it's just it has the functionality, it has the gym format, and also it has the functionality of being my base at the same time. So I made this landing pad. It has the H there to signify helicopter. Even though nobody has helicopters on the server, I think it's pretty funny. But this is the challenger's entrance. So whenever a challenger wants to come up and battle me, they are going to hop on their flying Pokemon, fly on up here to the helipad, land, and go through the challenger's entrance. They'll come through here, and they'll see me sitting on that throne over there. And as I'll be sitting on the throne, they will be able to access this computer here to take out all of their fun little Pokemon. You can tell my Pokemon has grown a lot, my supply Pokemon, so I'll go ahead and talk about that in a minute. I'm going to turn on the music real quick, just in case it's drowning out my stuff. Okay, so there's a computer. I'll talk about my growth in Pokemon supply in a minute, but they have this nice PC they can come up here and use. They can see if I'm not here with my fighting team or my gym team in my inventory, they'll get a nice view of them through this window. Got all of them over there. But the only way they can come and battle me is if they find their way over here, make the jump, and initiate the battle. So I'll be sitting here waiting for them in my throne, my cloud throne. And meanwhile, they will be waltzing along, trying to get across here. I would say I've died about at least 20 times trying to build this thing. Building this base at least 20 times. That's the very least. Here, let's check my statistics for deaths. There should be a death statistic. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, there's... Oh, number of deaths. 34. So I've died 34 times on the server, and I know 14 of those have not been, like, starving and lava. I haven't died of lava once. I died of starving 4 or 5 times at the beginning of the game. Other than that, it's all been from falling. So that's pretty hilarious. I've died from falling off of this thing so many times, and from working on my other project down there, which we will talk about in a minute. But first, let me introduce you to my flying gym team. You saw them last episode. You saw all of the flying Pokemon, but now they're all level up all the way. And are we missing one? Oh, Crobat's up there. And they're all level 40, which is the level that they're going to end up being for the gym. All of them are level 40. Got the Crobat. He's inside the Charizard right now. Got the Staraptor. Got the Yanmega. Got the Charizard, the Pidgeot, and the Honchkrow. I won't be naming these guys because they are my gym Pokemon. Oh goodness, here comes another one. I tried to type /spawn. Oh well. So let's hop on this guy. Yeah, I won't be naming my gym Pokemon so people know what they're fighting consistently. Who's that? I've never seen... He's a bug catcher. Cool. He's only level 11. Let's find my good old items. They are over here towards the giant pit of randomness. So I made this pit here just for the fun of it. It's called the Mineshaft Straight Down. And I just made it kind of so that to contrast the height of my base with the bottom of the ground, the bottom of the map. I think it's pretty cool. I'm not yet finished with it, and later it will be used to mine out blocks. So I'll go down there, create a level where a level on the mineshaft where I start mining out blocks, and that'll be nice. But for now, it's just a giant hole, a giant 4x4 hole to be exact, down to the center of the earth. Let's go ahead and hop on our Salamence and commence. That was a good rhyme, wasn't it? So yeah, let's go back up here and we'll talk about our plans. So I showed you my Pokemon. I want to show you like what I want to do with this thing. We have the basic structure in place. We have the danger element there. I might add a little bit more parkour element to it, but I don't really want it to be a parkour base. I just want it to be like the chance of falling, since it's a flying gym. But what I need to do is add poofiness to all the build. It'll take a lot of snow, but I need to add poofiness so that it looks like an actual cloud floating across the sky. But for that to happen, I'll need a lot more snow. I mean, I have quite a few snow right now, but not near enough for anything like that to happen. But that will be the ultimate goal of this base, to make it look like a cloud. This is my entrance to the gym, so whenever someone wants to fight me, I'll probably end up like teleporting here, because I'm going to make teleports for every gym, every person's gym. I'll probably end up teleporting here, running on through here. By the way, this is my snow golem farm. You've probably seen it before, but I'll go ahead and run through here, do the old gallop, run through here, and hop onto my throne. And that's when they'll be able to attack me. Of course, somewhere in there, I'm going to need to grab all my flying gym Pokemon. I'm not sure if I can grab them from the computer when they're out. Let's go ahead and run through here. Oh, wrong place. I'm getting lost in my own gym. Okay, so I'll run over here, use this thing, and of course I can't use these guys because they're currently being used by the ranch block over here. So I'll just come right on over here, and I will open up the ranch block, manage Pokemon, and then take them all out. And then what I'll do is run over here to my base and open up the PC. This Ghastly does not belong here. This guy does. Okay, and then I'll take this bottom row out, replace it with my current Pokemon, and that will be my fighting team, my good old gym team. So there's a cool functionality that'll help us out with the gym battles this time around. It's called disabling leveling. So what you do is you open up your inventory, right click on the Pokemon, hit summary, and then you click the L, and this says, would you like to enable leveling? But before you do that, it says, would you like to disable leveling? And of course, we want to disable leveling on all of our gym Pokemon so that everybody has a fair chance of fighting that gym. So essentially, once you get your Pokemon, all of these Pokemon up to level 40, or whatever you want your gym to be, or whatever you want your gym Pokemon to be, they don't all have to be the same level, just a pretty even level, not so like you don't want a level 5 and a level 90 in your gym, but more like you could have a level 35 and a level 42 if you want. So once you get yours all up to the level you want them to, have all the moves you want them to, all of that, click disable leveling, and then stop teaching them moves, stop gaining them experience, all of that jazz. Because we want the Pokemon teams, the gym teams, to be the same difficulty for everybody who comes through and fights that gym. So let's go ahead and put these guys back. Perfect. And now I want to show you some more things going on around spawn. The server's got a lot of action, although it has been a few days since I've done an episode. I'm pretty proud of the amount of people we have playing. At some points it's up to 8 people. Right now it's just us 3 because it's pretty early in the morning. And most people on the server are night owls, so they end up playing well past like 12 p.m. 12 a.m. I think 12 a.m. is the right. They end up playing past midnight, which is pretty sweet. So a few things we have here. We have a wheat farm for noobs who need wheat. They'll come on over here. Even though to me the easiest source of food is fish right now, some people might not even have that ability. They don't even know how to find Magikarp, so they'll come over here, get themselves some wheat. And this farm was built by Cypressy, a newer member of the server. And over here, we have State of Comatose's estate. I'm not going to go inside so that he can show you it in a video of his if he decides to do one on the server, but that's the home of State of Comatose. I will need to collect some gravel and all sorts of blocks that I will start making paths to things around here, because we want this to turn into a full-fledged city, or a full-fledged town at least. We want, like most gyms, if they're not hidden, we want to develop a town around them so that it's kind of like the Pokemon games where you want to go fight a gym. Every town will have like a Poke Center or at least a healing table and a teleport, so you can teleport there, and all sorts of fun stuff that you can explore if you are maybe training to fight the gym or you just want to be in that town. So I think that'll be really fun if we have like a town per gym. Of course, the spawn town, which we are calling, new guy, TPW. He has a YouTube as well if you want to look him up. He's always in the description on my Solid Rock Gamer videos. Hello. But we named this first town, the one with my flying gym, we named it Origin City. And I feel like that's a pretty cool sounding name, Origin City. And it's kind of representative of the origin of the server. Now, we haven't decided on a naming scheme, so the name of this town could be changed if we decide to do like a scheme or a theme. Like in the first generation of Pokemon, the scheme was colors for the most part, and the starter town was Palette Town, which makes sense because it's a palette of colors. And then the rest of the towns were named after colors for the most part. So that's an example of a theme. Now, the Sinnoh region in the Pokemon world does not have a theme, so we'll probably end up making the server like that, where everybody's just making fun names for their town. So, hop in here to the healing room. Don't know why I'm in here, but we have, well, now I do. We've got the wall of dibs. Here are the dibbed gyms, and you can pause the video if you want to take a good look at who's who. So that's that. But apart from that, you might notice that people's names have colors now. And I've been putting in colors for everybody's names based on their gym types. The good old flying glitch. For some reason, whenever you fly on a Pokemon, on other people's screens, you appear to be like 2 or 3 meters above that Pokemon. It's pretty weird. The other thing is I made a copy of the rules, and this isn't just a list of rules. It includes fun ideas and stuff that I have for the server. So if we want to go through that right now, this might be a bit of a boring episode right now, but we will be doing a lot of action in the next episode. The next episode, we'll be building things, fighting things, and all of that. This episode is just kind of show you what's going on in the server and what you can really look forward to at the rest of the series. So, server rules. First of all, welcome to the SRG Pixelmon server. Pixelmon is a mod where Pokemon roam free upon the Minecraft world until you tell them otherwise. The server is dedicated to melding entertainment and Christian values into one big heap of fun. In order to be successful, there are a few rules that should be followed. Turn the page to read the rules. So these are the basic rules of the server. Behave, no griefing, no PvP unless agreed upon, no hacking, cooperate with the server ideas and themes. This will be important because we are, like I discussed with the establishing towns and all of the gym rules we've discussed, there are a lot of fun things we can do with the server if everybody gets involved. And then gym rules. So gyms are one idea that will hopefully give this server a huge boost in fun value. They will be a huge part of what we do and will even alter things such as chat name color and things like that. Gym leaders will be chosen based on a dibs system. You may call dibs on a Pokemon type in the Pokemon Center at spawn. By calling dibs, you agree to make progress towards building a gym and a gym team. Gyms should be built to symbolize your gym type. For instance, a grass type gym might incorporate leaves into their build, and a water type gym would obviously incorporate water into their gym. Beating gyms will be rewarding. When you challenge a gym leader, they will have the permission to teleport back to their gym to battle you. If a gym is hidden, do not reveal its location to anyone else. Keep the fun going. Gyms will hand out badges, which will be provided by Jioge. So there are badges that are implemented into the game, but you can't get them without spawning them in. And that's just an achievement system for servers. So I'll be spawning in basically a chest full of badges for each person who has a gym, and they'll have control over those badges and be able to pass them out. So each gym must have a sign area in or on the gym that lists all the challengers who have earned the badge. This list is to be updated every time a challenger wins. So every time a challenger wins a gym, it'll be like in the Pokemon games on the Game Boy, you will get your name on the front of a gym. So if you lose a gym battle, don't take too much of the gym leader's time retrying the battle over and over. Instead, go to train your team elsewhere and come back to fight again later. So gym teams must abide by the following rules. No changing the gym team. We've already discussed that. And that's just a tutorial on disabling leveling. No IV or EV training on your gym Pokemon. So that's important. I did not do that on my flying Pokemon. All I did was train them up to level 40 so that they could evolve and all of that. I have been IV and EV training my Dragonite or my future Dragonite and my Gyarados. So no legendaries on gym teams, and Pokemon should be leveled up to a reasonably close level. So also in the future we might be doing tournaments on the server, and so certain Pokemon and moves might be banned from those tournaments. But each person's Pokemon team can consist of legendaries and IV and EV trained Pokemon, and any move they want. It's just once we do a tournament, we might like disable one of those moves or Pokemon. So, and now to discuss how towns and other ideas might work. For gyms that are not hidden, it's recommended that the gym leader pushes to get a town established in the vicinity of their gym. Teleport commands will be given to towns that are well established and filled with multiple buildings, including at least one healing table and a PC. If those two machines are not present, the teleport will not be given under most circumstances. Even though teleports will be given for major cities, roads should be established from the spawn town to each city. For your town to really get established, it is recommended that a road is connected from your gym town to the spawn town. In this way, we can get a fun adventure feel to the server and emphasize development. And then it says how you can give me ideas, but that's just for the server members, not the viewers of the video. So people on the server can go ahead and give me ideas, and the server will constantly develop and expand. So I'll go ahead and keep my copy of the rules and things in my inventory, put on my old running boots. And by the way, I'm not sure if I showed you, but I've made a Pokedex. That's pretty cool. I'll show you quickly what progress I've made. I have all of these things. I am missing a lot of question marks. Now, the Pokedex in Pixelmon only shows the Pokemon you have caught at some point or had in your possession at some point. It does not show the Pokemon you viewed, unlike the other games. It's just half as easy to code if you have to install both aspects of the Pokedex, where it's showing what you've seen and what you've caught. Instead, this is just showing what you've caught. So, with that, I believe the episode has gone on long enough, but I will quickly... Ooh, a lot of Magikarp in this pond. I will quickly be... very quickly be starting up the next episode, and we'll do some really fun action on that next episode. So I will see you soon.